Welcome to another presentation at the East Trade Winds, a chapter of the World Referral Network, hosted by Bernie Fransgrove and Wayne Pratt. The presentation today is titled The Help Process, Creating Engaging Social Media Content. Our guest is Maggie Carey from Master It Media. Maggie is the driving force behind Master It Media, a company dedicated to streamlining social media strategies for small to medium-sized service businesses and solopreneurs. With her expert team, Maggie transforms social media from a business burden into a powerful asset through customized content creation and strategic planning. Her approach not only enhances online visibility, but also significantly increases engagement and sales, ensuring that clients can focus more on their core business activities while effectively expanding their digital footprint. Her work is rooted in a deep understanding of the challenges faced by her clients, making her services not just necessary, but transformative in the digital age.
One of the biggest challenges I find with businesses is they struggle with the content creation process. And my goal is to help those businesses gain clarity and a simple process so they can create content easily with less time and less stress. So here's the help process. I just want to share a little bit about me, where I come from. I blend my theatrical background with my corporate IT experience. I'm actually an award-winning actress. I received a Performer of the Decade Award from Broadway World. I'm a featured speaker with the New York Public Library, and present for numerous organizations, including being a moderator for LinkedIn Local in the Hudson Valley in the New York region. My goal with being a social media strategist came from the challenges that I had with my own business in running my own social media for other businesses that I had owned. I took the time to learn the tools, the tactics, and the training to amplify my presence on social media. And that's what I'm going to be sharing a little piece of that knowledge today. Now, in order to post, we need to be consistent, authentic, and branded. Now, if you haven't figured it out, I'm a little bit of a fan of purple. You will see if you don't like purple, this presentation may get a little overwhelming for you. However, it's not just color that we talk about when we're talking about branding content. It's about who we are and what we share with people. Now, a social media post is short form content. Sometimes people create much longer posts than social media was originally intended to, almost like mini blogs. The key is to have engaging content, and you can publish this content across multiple platforms. It can take several different forms. You can be in video, you can be links or sharing content. The goal with a post is to teach someone a little bit about you or to help them find out how to solve a challenge or a problem that they are encountering. In order to do that, I've developed this help process. It's 4 steps when you create a caption that goes along with your images. Now, your images could be image, video, content. You could use Canva, you can use stock images, you can record yourself, but goal to give it more exposure, to give it more depth, is to create an engaging caption. So we talk about these 4 steps. I'm going to go in detail, but basically we're talking about a hook, exploring the client's pain point, laying out that solution that you have that's the best solution, and prompting the action. If you have all 4 of these components in your social media post, you'll get a better response than if you only have one of them, or if you're just randomly creating content and lost in how to do that. So the first thing is a hook. Now, I have a YouTube channel, and this YouTube channel, I share a ton of content. I have over 250 videos there. But and this is one of the videos, I do a lot of cheesy photos in there, but the first few words in your social media post must grab the attention. Now, when I say a hook, I'm not talking about being cheesy, promotional, used car salesman style. What I'm talking about here is a way to grab their attention. And I share hooks with you. And by the end of this presentation, you'll get something that will give you all of these hooks that I've come up with to help you get the attention of your audience. The hook's goal is to get them to read the next line. It's something that your target audience is going to be interested in. I use this fictitious Sparky's Auto to give you an example. Check your tire treads before disaster strikes, right? What do you mean disaster strikes? Well, what are you talking about? Treads, right? These are the things where people are struggling with. Maybe they don't even realize, oh my gosh, you know what? Winter's coming. Have I checked my tires? Is there something going on? And we've all had that moment where we've started to skid and our heart leaps in our throat, right? That's the kind of emotion that we want to evoke when we're talking to somebody on social media. How are you explaining that you know exactly how they feel? And that's the next step. That's the pain point. It's what keeps your prospects up at night and why do they need you? This is a pain point. It's not just something light. I talk about in my business, I talk a lot about time. Busy business owners who struggle with finding the time to post on social media, finding the time to do anything in their business. That's a pain point. When we look at Sparky's, a pain point is about these worn out trends can turn into a dangerous ordeal. This is where we're showing we understand what they're experiencing. We have this emotional trigger that kind of balances with that hook that the pain that they're experiencing is something that you understand. So think in your business, what are some of the pain points that your clients are experiencing? And write them down. Create a list of pain points that your clients are experiencing so that you can use that pain point as a starting point for your help process. So sometimes I say you need to work backwards, right? You look at your pain point and then develop your hook. Or the next step is or laying out the solution. Maybe you have a service or a product, like we have Painless Posting, which is a system that allows you to create content easier and faster than doing it on your own. Now, that solution, I may work backwards. Okay, so what's the pain point? Now it's the hook. The laying out the solution solves their problem, but how and why are you the best choice for that solution? And in again, going back to our example, right? What do you have that sets you apart from your competition? What's your value added proposition? For example, here I'm sharing that they have free lifetime tire rotation services and free flat repair. That's a value added proposition. It's not something that every place has. So, what are the things in your business? What makes your solution the best? When I talk about my system, Painless Posting, I talk about how I'm part of this solution. I come in and have weekly sessions, right? That sets me apart from somebody else who just has a posting tool, who's like in the background, right? What makes you stand out from your competitors? That solution should also contain not only your product or service, but the thing that sets you apart. The call to action or the prompt the action is the last step. This is what you want to give them, you would like them to do next. When you're looking at the call to action, this could be a call me, this could be a visit our website, sign up for a free consultation, sign up for our newsletter. This is a great place to put that lead magnet that you have that people can share something of value for free so you can collect their email address or their phone number and get them added to your database. So this call to action invites the customer to take the next step. Sometimes we say DM me, right? Private message me or leave a comment. Make it easy for them. The easier you make it for them, the more likely they will take that action. Now, I will give you a little bit of a tip here. You notice that in Sparky's example, we have a phone call. We're asking for a phone for them to call them. Now, if this were a post that I'd be sharing on Google Business, I'd have to remove that because Google Business doesn't allow you to post a phone number in your caption. It it wants people to click the call button in Google Business, right? So when you have an optimized Google Business profile, this is a challenge that some businesses face. It's the reason why with my system, you can edit on up to 8 different platforms, which post you want to have certain things. So you can change up the call to action based on the platform that you're posting on. All of these steps that I'm sharing with you today can work on any platform and most have a caption. They have limitations, so you have to be careful. Some posts, some platforms have a 500 character limitation. Some have a 1500 character limitation. I have a cheat sheet that helps my clients know which platforms have limitations to their caption. One of the things that you can do, and you can see here, we have a hook, a pain point, a solution, a prompt, the action. I also use emojis, also on top of being great ways to express emotion and give the kind of idea of what am I expecting from this post. In a quick look, it also gives you a pop of color in a sea of black in that caption. The other important thing to add are hashtags. There's big debates about the hashtag world. My advice is to create hashtags or use hashtags that have different levels of volume out on the internet or out on a social media platform. And you can search on, if I go into Instagram and I search hashtag tires, I can see how many people have posted on that platform, on that hashtag. The goal is to have some that are specific just to you, maybe your brand name, like I have hashtag master it media, hashtag painless posting. Those are specific to me and my business. Then I have things that are maybe a little bit more mainstream, like I'll have hashtag Instagram tips. If I want even more followers of a hashtag, I may do social media tips. I may just do social media as a hashtag. There is value in having that diversity in your hashtags. So make sure that your hashtags are robust and that they also are ones that truly reflect your brand. Now, of course, when we first had Facebook 20 years ago and LinkedIn were the two most popular back then, we didn't really post a lot of images. We would post just captions. In today's world, images are very critical. And recently, video is crushing it. We know we can see the popularity of TikTok and how it has taken over. In 3 or 4 short years, they are nipping at the heels of Meta, Facebook, and Instagram. And I will share with you, if you can create engaging video, you are going to see much more response on your social media. I have to tell you though, if you don't have a strong caption to support that video, you're not going to get as much, right? Remember, every time you create a post, you're creating a web page. That post has its own unique URL. Now that URL can be searchable by Google, by Bing, any of the other search engines. So you can gain a little bit of traction from that. I often share, if you search your name, if it's unique enough, in the first page, you'll often get your LinkedIn profile if it's fully optimized. So that's something I also share on my YouTube channel. I have a video on the ultimate LinkedIn profile, optimizing your LinkedIn profile. This is a way you can gain leverage for free for your business. So now what to write about? I want you to look at your social media and really be very self critical. There's enough people giving you criticism, but take a deep look into your own social media and say, am I providing these types of things? Now, helpful tips, FAQ, those frequently asked questions. One of the best advice I can give you is if you're struggling with writing content, ask your best client, what were the things that they didn't know about your industry or about your business that they needed to know before they bought from you? Those questions that you just say, if I could ask that question one more time, right? Those are great starts for your social media. The other piece, inspirational quotes, it depends on the brand. There are some brands where inspirational quotes don't fly. There are others, like I have life coaches and business coaches. They thrive on the inspirational quotes and they are getting traction. They're getting engagement. Industry news and trending topics are two things that you can contribute valuable insight to, but you're also showing you are keeping your finger on the pulse of what's going on in the industry. You not only know the history of your industry, but what's happening now with these trending topics. This is an example of what I do, right? I follow industry leaders on LinkedIn, on Instagram. I keep up with the changes that are coming up. For example, Instagram has carousel posts where you can create a post and put up to 10 photos. Guess what? They're expanding that very shortly. It's going to be 20 photos. Instagram is also starting to move away from the square images in their profile. It's going to be changing. And sometimes they roll it out. Sometimes it's only on mobile. Sometimes it's only on a desktop version. These are the things that I share with my audience. And they come to me, they keep coming back to me because I'm giving them valuable insight, resources, and I keep them up to date as to what's going on. So they don't have to do the research. I'm the resource for them. And of course, we can't stop promoting our business. We have to share with them our solutions. A lot of times when I create content, I'm driving them to go to painlessposting.com or I'm driving them to sign up for my free ebook. These, I'm not talking about all of the other ones shouldn't have some kind of call to action that's promotional, but the main focus of that post should be helpful and engaging and entertaining along the lines of the 80-20 rule. Everybody has heard of the 80-20 rule, right? But the 80-20 rule for social media posting is 80% of that content should be helping your audience, whether you educate, entertain, or inspire them. And 20% is explicitly promoting the business. So maybe you have a promotion going on, a Black Friday sale or a fall special, right? Maybe there are certain services you only offer in the summer. These are things where you can explicitly promote your business. There are some people who actually do the educate, entertain, and inspire almost 100% of their feed because they don't want to be salesy or pitchy. There's a way of creating your content using that help process that will help you create content that comes across as authentic and helpful, because basically that's what we want to do as business owners. We all help people do something, or we help businesses do something, or by solving a problem. So we need to promote our businesses, but we don't want to buy from me all the time. And you don't want to just provide tips because they're like, oh, this is a great tip. And then they do nothing and they don't contact you. The last part is to participate. Don't just put out content. You want to be social just like you would if you were in a room with other people. Maintain that social aspect of social media. You can do a variety of things in order to do that, such as replying to comments and leaving reviews, direct messaging. I'm going to be sharing with you my help card not only lays out the solution, but also gives you specific ideas. You can also get my ebook on the secrets to stellar social media posting. It will help you with everything I explained today, along with a series of bonuses. And you can get that if you go to painlessposting.com/post-help. You can sign up to get this information. As always, please follow me on social media. I'm on up to 8 different social media platforms. I use my tool, Painless Posting, to keep me active. And I would love to share information about how I can help you simplify the social media process.
Unlock the full potential of networking with the World Referral Network. Are you eager to connect with our esteemed guest speaker and delve deeper into the ever-expanding universe of the World Referral Network? Simply scan the QR code now and embark on a journey of endless opportunities. Join us at East Trade Wins, where we gather online every Tuesday from 8 to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, you're welcome to connect with us and other chapters across the World Referral Network. Seize the moment, register for free, and start exploring today. Fancy sharing your insights as a guest speaker? We're looking for you. Reach out to Wayne Pratt to ignite your speaking journey. Email him at motivateyou.ca or connect with Wayne on LinkedIn. Don't wait. Take action and be a part of a global community that's shaping the future of business networking.